Are we on? I think we're on. Hey,
yeah,
Teresa, we're on. Hopefully we don't disconnect. You know, the devil is busy. I got this mogul sitting next to me, literally. So if you can hear us, please give us thumbs up. Let us know you can hear us. I am sitting next to Park Avenue Barbecue, owner of not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 restaurants. Hey, Lynn, how are you? If you can hear us, let us know. I'm yelling because I want to make sure that you hear this amazing guy's story. We are sitting in the Camaro. This is a truly mobile show. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for Miss McCrae is saying hello, 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 sending us love.
You enjoy your trip?
Yeah, she's still, I guess, putting the lays on.
Right. They went to Hawaii.
Hawaii, yes.
Good for them.
So we had an amazing story before we got live, and this guy is the real deal. I just want to say thank you for sitting down with me. When you own 8 restaurants, to give somebody an hour, that is it's tough.
Well, Kitty, I'm honored. I appreciate your enthusiasm for us, our story. I appreciate Demetrius for putting us together.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the joys of my life is that people that I've met that I really treasure have helped me have a bigger and rounder life.
Okay. So you look good on HD.
Yeah, that's it.
You really do. Okay, so we are at your Palm Beach Gardens location.
Newest store. We got
store.
an opportunity after 30 years. And there's a story about that. 30 years ago, we had a chance to open a barbecue in Lake Park.
Okay, so we're back. Yeah, we're back. We had a poor connection during Wi-Fi. Anyway, okay. Can you stay on? Okay. Can you stay on? Got a conference call. Just wanted to say support. Okay, thank you, Lynn. Okay, so 30. You said 30 years ago?
Yeah, 30 years ago we got to start in Lake Park. We took over a KFC in Lake Park that had become available. And when you're starting in a business, you need every nickel you can get, and you're desperate to try to figure out how you make it work. And I remember early on, a guy came in the restaurant about 9:30 at night, and he was covered head to foot in drywall mud.
Wow.
And he said, we have 10 guys, we're from Alabama, and we're building this new mall, we're putting the floors in. And he said, do you mind if we come eat in your place? We're going to be dirty every day, but hungry.
Okay.
And I said, God bless, come on. and so 30, and really that little bit of money and that little bit of regular business probably kept us in business. Wow. 30 years later, I get to walk on that tile.
Wow.
In this mall. So, you know, it's just almost a random thing, but very real to me and my company and my family and all of our success. So.
Okay. Now, I was talking to Mr. What do you want to call you? Just Dean? Okay.
Or Rib King. People call me Rib King.
Rib King, okay. For the people who want to, inspire to own restaurants, actually even a business, money is always an issue. Startup money. But, when you were telling me about the story, and I want you to kind of get into that, just to let people know the beginning, because you were not born with a silver spoon.
No, I grew up with whatever we could get. Here's the good thing. I didn't know I was poor till much later. You grew up eating spaghetti and a lot of stuff. You didn't realize that's all your parents had.
Right.
But we were glad.
But they made it good.
But we made it good, and we didn't miss meals. But we didn't have maybe all the opportunities everybody else had. But, I think my life, the magic of my life is, it always has not been my plan. I've gotten opportunities from other people who either taught me things or were kind enough to give me a leg up and it helped me out. And one of the funniest ones was getting in the barbecue business. I'd worked for steakhouses, and I did some work for 2J's early on. I was very proud of that work and those companies. But I wanted to do my own thing. And where's my iPad? Oh, I think my iPad.
Yeah, so we're back. We're going to be in and out because of technical issues. But we keep it moving. This is what live. When you're on live, you just roll with it.
We are truly live. So this guy met me, and he had a dream to open a barbecue restaurant, and that wasn't my dream at the time. And he was going to lend me money to do my own thing, and I really appreciated that. But my deal and my dreams, like many other dreams, just didn't come to fruition. And so I gave him his investment back, and he asked me to help him in the barbecue business, to which I said that really wasn't my dream at the time.
Okay.
And so he called me the next day and explained that it was really a tough position for him because the barbecue business he had opened was for his son, and that he didn't want to take that opportunity away from his son either. If he closed that business, he might lose his marriage, to which I said, I can't really make my life plans based on your marriage and your business. And he called me the next day and he heartfully said, Dean, do you remember when you needed help? And that just got me in the heart. And I said, yeah, I do, and I owe you a favor. But the beautiful part of the story was when I got into the business and I started working in the barbecue business, the first customers that we served on Park Avenue in 1988, November 1st, left the building, and as they were leaving, they said thank you. That never one time happened to me in Palm Beach. And I realized that my career in restaurant business, I love restaurants and I love people, but I love nice people more.
Right, exactly.
And that there really were some people that love barbecue that were really genuine and nice, and you could have a closer relationship with those customers. So, I stumbled forward into the barbecue business, and then really 3 years later, it took us 3 years to get successful. We took a chance and opened another one.
So it took you 3 years after your first location.
It took about 3 years.
Wow. Okay.
And even that was an amazing story. We got there's a couple people that worked down the street in Lake Park, and a guy, Rory Sanchez, and Rory Sanchez owns what's the name? SL Powers, computer company here in West Palm Beach, and they do really good computer networks. But at the time, Rory was one of those guys that made small computers and trying to make his dreams like mine. And the reviewer for the Palm Beach Post came into his shop to get his laptop fixed. And he said, well, you know any good place to eat? Well, it takes you an hour to fix my laptop. And Rory said, well, I eat at the barbecue down the street every day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
every day. Wow.
he came in, had a great meal, and said, you don't advertise, and you're nobody, so I can't really write an article about you, but I could include you in an article.
Wow.
And the next Monday, we had a line around the building.
Wow.
So if it wasn't for Rory Sanchez, a guy I love, and you should give him your computer work, just telling somebody to come down and have a meal with us, still the story wouldn't have ended up the way it ended up. So,
and for the people that are just joining us, I am sitting with Mr. Dean, the owner of Park Avenue Barbecue. So you probably didn't know the face, but you ate some of his ribs, I'm sure, because I know Palm Beach Lakes is my store. And what I like about your store, you have done something that I've never seen done before, and that's to tell people your mistakes. I see the thing on the wall where it says 31 days without a mistake, 20 days without a mistake, or who came up with that?
Well, you know, that was actually one of the great things in Palm Beach Lakes is a great example of that. If you look on our menu, one of the things I absolutely eat every time I come to Park Ave is our collards. I think our collards are great.
Jerome's collard greens.
And a friend of mine said to me one day, he goes, Dean, you're not a real barbecue because you don't have collards. And I go, you're kind of right, but I don't have a collard recipe I love. And so Jerome said to me, Dean, I can make collards for you.
And that was?
And so the next day they went on the menu. Jerome's collard greens.
Wow.
But the moral of the story is you learn a lot more from things you do wrong than things you do right. When you do things right, you just assume that you're a world champion and that's all there is to it. But you don't really look at the number of things that could have gone differently, and you're unlikely, unless you're really good at what you do, to try to improve after a victory.
Correct.
Whereas the other side of the equation, there's a song by Brett Dennen that says, you win some or learn some.
You learn some, exactly.
And so I love that opportunity. Another interesting part of the story is we've been open 30 years. First 15 years of our business experience was a runaway success. Every year we had more profit and more sales in every store. We never, ever one day lost money.
So if you're in business, you need to ask some questions.
Well, but let me tell you when it got exciting for me.
Okay, go ahead.
In year 16, we lost money. We were totally unprepared for that. 15 years of runaway success. Everything's going great. I was terrified of changing anything. And in year 16, the world changed.
Okay.
And the world got a little broken, and we had to figure out change or die.
Now, how many stores did you have open?
We had actually we had 2 stores in Montreal, and we had 8 stores here, but they were in different locations.
Okay.
So, and what we looked at when we were figured out that, hey, some things got to change. We started looking at, well, you know, we got some of these locations when we didn't have nothing. And the roofs leak and the parking lots aren't good. So to be competitive, we've got to find better locations. We've got to upgrade what we do and give our customers cleaner bathrooms and better parking lots and nicer looking restaurants. So last 7 or 8 years, that's been our goal. 2 parts. One is everything we should do, there's a way to get better at it. And then 2, let's focus on stuff that we do that we're proud of that nobody else does.
Gotcha.
So we've focused on adding some stuff like Dean's Way Burger, Pork Amari, Funny Bone.
Yeah, I got some stuff from your list. I'm like, what? 'Cause, listen, I eat there, so I'm like, Porknado.
Porknado, one of my favorites. So the Porknado is actually my second.
Porknado.
So there's a sandwich on the menu right above Porknado. It's called Zack and Cheese.
Yes, I had that, and I haven't tried that.
And
it sounds delicious.
That's personal because as an 18-year-old, my son came to me 3 years ago and said, "Dad, I've invented a sandwich." And I said, "Bring it, son, bring it." So Zachary Lavelle is my son.
Go Zach.
and I love him to death. And he showed me this sandwich, and it's a pressed sandwich with cheese, like a regular grilled cheese, and then it's got a little bit of pork. It's got mac. So the secret ingredient on the Zack and Cheese is it's pork, bacon, cheese, and then mac and cheese. It might be illegal because it's so good. It is really awesome. But here's, first, everybody that has a boy is proud of their boy. But this business really is about copying and finding out what's working. Since we put a Zack and Cheese on our menu, every national chain, you know I'm talking to you, Chili's and Sonny's.
So can you add some veggie burgers to your menu?
So we're doing veggie burger. We're going to
Somebody said veggie, okay.
But we are doing veggie burgers. We're going to come up with some vegetarian pork items. We're working on that right now.
Vegetarian pork items.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right, but it is. It's going to happen.
It doesn't sound right.
Well,
it sounds like a
so here's the
parsley pig.
Well, here's the thing: is that I know what I like to eat, but one of the things that's really good about Park Avenue is it should be a place that everybody can enjoy.
That's true.
And I'm married to a vegetarian, right? So I owe those people something. So there's somebody in the group that goes, no, I can't go there. They don't have anything for me. Right. So we're really going to go after that. 6 years ago, we started a small farm in Port St. Lucie, where we're bringing all of our food waste, or most of our food waste, and we are growing pineapples and mangoes. Mogul we're getting ready to start growing. So the exciting thing is we've started a small farm where we're going to be able to. I'm a Floridian. I was born in Good Sam Hospital right on Flagler Drive.
Yeah, and he's a Twin Lake Ram.
I'm a Twin Lake Ram. I went Palm Beach State, and I really believe that we live in paradise. Some things grow here that don't grow anywhere else in the world, and we can get that on the table at Park Avenue Barbecue a little at a time. Well, we can bring you, like I said, we got 4 or 5 varieties. I'm sitting here in my car in the breeze.
Hey,
we're back.
Hey, yeah, we're back. So listen, I just want to say, if you're just joining us, I am sitting next to the barbecue mogul in the mobile.
Yeah, we're mobile today.
We're actually sitting in his.
We're sitting in the Camaro.
This is what we do on the People of Power. When I say mobile, we're mobile. We make it happen. You know, despite the flaws in our system right now, we're going to make it happen. But it's not a part of business, though. It's not.
So you've got business is live. And you got to react live. One of the things we say that our business is, it's never easy. It's ever changing. There's always challenges. It's never boring. There's no 2 days alike. And there's always, some way. The other thing is, if it's like that, and you have difficult days, you have to declare victory with your team. So we have a lot. Whether we got a new sign or a new location, or we got some new products coming, or we welcome a new employee or meet a new customer, there's always something to be happy about in this business.
What do you think is the best qualities, or the qualities that are needed to be people say I'm a boss?
Yeah, everybody has the qualities to be a boss. So and there was this huge mistake I made early on. I thought everybody should be me, and there's only one me. Okay. And if you try to be something you're not, it will wear you out and make you tired. Okay. But everybody has a unique skill set. And if you can bring those skill sets to the right job, you will succeed beyond your wildest expectations. So I'm fortunate to be in a job where I get to meet people, I get to play with food, I get to be an architect, I get to do a little bit of business. And so all of that interests me. And that's why I can get out of bed and do it. For somebody else, it might be a nightmare, and they wouldn't like to do it, and they wouldn't be successful at it. So if you find your passion, you're going to make it.
Right. Okay.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. So I need you to say what you said again.
So you know, I think one of the things that I go to some business classes and they teach you a statement. We learn in school ready, aim, fire. And so you spend a lot of time, you got your little bullet, you got your little rifle up and you're aiming for a long time. Problem is in the real world, we don't pull the trigger.
Right.
We sit there and aim forever. And it's really important just to get that first bullet out there. Go ahead and try.
Somebody like thumbs up. And you said if you're not a boss, you should be a boss, right?
Well, yeah. So I think in this country, we are
Right.
allowed to invent ourselves.
Okay.
And I think that taking an opportunity to invent yourself as a boss and expressing who you really are to the world is what we're meant to do.
Okay.
And whatever that means to you, whether you're going to be a preacher or whether you're going to run General Motors. But we all have some grand offering in us. It's how do we express it and how do we get it out? And the way we get it out, I think, the first step is willingness to fail. You got to get out there and fail a little bit.
Can't be scared to fail, people.
You're going to fail. So that what I told her off camera was, if you don't try to open your own business, you should be slapped. If you try and fail and don't try again, you should be slapped again.
Okay, listen, you need some thumbs up on that one, for real.
You got to try, and in my life experience is what a circuitous route to here, but I couldn't have got here without trying, and I could not ever have gotten here without failing, without a lot of people being generous with their time and their life learnings. And you know, back in the early days, we talked about customers that would stay with us, come in at noon and stay till 8 o'clock because they didn't want us to go out of business. You know, they just sit there all day long, nursing an iced tea or something. So, and there's thousands of those people out there that helped us stay in business and rewarded us with a whole life.
In here, okay. So, yeah, you got some laughs on there. Okay, so I want to get, because I don't know if the people on here have been to your restaurant. If you haven't been to your restaurant, please, you got to check them out. When I tell you, when I walked in, he was greeting people. He was asking everyone how their food was.
Listen, she's giving me too many props.
No,
I've got great people. I've got Craig here at the mall. Her store is Jerome, Palm Beach Lakes.
Yes.
Jerome's the single best employee I ever hired. He's my partner today.
Okay.
He does all the work there. I get all the credit. Craig works hard here. Dave works hard in Wellington. My brother-in-law, Dougie, works really hard in North Palm Beach. So we got people that have chosen to stay with us an awful long time.
Jerome's been there for a while, though.
Jerome
for a while.
I'm going to tell a story on Jerome.
Okay, go tell it.
So when you're starting out, you need better employees than you got. You got whoever you can get.
Business owners, hear this.
You got to upgrade. If you got a better employee out there and you can replace one of your not so good employees, that's hard. You got to do it. Jack Welch every year, get rid of the bottom and add to the top. So every once in a while, a competing barbecue go out of business in our first 6 months.
Your corn fritters. Hey, everybody, we're back. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Tracy. You know, if you have any questions, he's here. I'm telling you, this man, you want to ask questions. If you ever wanted a business, if you ever had questions about being in business, he's here. He's not going to be here too much longer, so you want to make sure you ask questions because, listen, I'm learning. I'm learning from you. So I'm like SpongeBob when it comes to
we all learning from each
being
other.
around
we all
business people.
So lately I told the story on Zach. It's helped me greatly having kids in my house because I run things by them. Because, we're lost as to what goes on as we become adults and they know what's really current. So I'm fortunate to have them around too to ask whether we're doing the right thing or the wrong thing.
Well, let me tell you, if you haven't ate it, like I said, Park Ave, you have to try the Brunswick stew. And I love the Brunswick stew. Oh my God, that's like one of those meals that you feel like those feel-good home sitting in front of a TV.
I gotta be a little honest with the Brunswick stew though.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
But it's supposed to have okra in it. And when we originally did it had okra in it, but Floridians didn't get it.
Oh.
And so someday we're gonna get some okra back in there.
Okay,
but you can have it. It's really good. It's better than anybody else's Brunswick stew. But in my mind, as a Southerner, it's supposed to have okra in it.
It's good.
Pretty, like the nice, pretty yellow ones.
Right.
Maybe have a little color on the skin.
We're talking about lemonade, people.
But we're going to have Meyer lemon lemonade as soon as my Meyer lemon trees start growing Meyer lemons.
Okay.
So what we're really attempting to do is take what we've got now that's really good and find ways to really make it better. So if we can bring you farm fresh lemons, we're going to do that. If we can bring you a variety of lemon you never had, we're going to do something with that. Okay. So we really want to, I think food should be an adventure. But I don't think it should be real expensive because I think
But your food is affordable. It's affordable.
It's got to be affordable. It's too expensive to go out to eat if it's not.
That's true.
And so like we talked about earlier, I think that food really is about breaking bread, having time, having family, And if it's too expensive, that takes a lot of the fun out of it. Maybe once or twice a year, but I don't think food should be on those. So so one's an appetizer, one's kind of a desserty. They're both delicious.
So we're talking about these good corn fritters, and they're like not like any other corn fritter. They have like a maple syrup and all this good.
Good food should be a little decadent, right? It should be a little bit make you weak in the knees.
That made me gain like 5 pounds just now.
That's okay. We'll make it up somehow. But right. You gotta eat good. I don't trust people that don't like food. I just don't.
You don't trust people that
don't like the food, don't like to eat, or just eat tiny little bits of food. They're not living life.
Oh my God, your St. Louis ribs are awesome.
Thank you very much. Somebody broke in my car, and so it really is safe here, and I'm really happy for the customer's experience. And we got fountains, we got an outdoor patio. So
if you all missed it, we just almost got stopped by Popo. I call it the mall.
They're just checking on it, make sure we're safe.
Yeah, the mall Popo. Make sure we're not stealing any barbecue around it. Make sure that Dean's safe over here. But if you're just joining us,
the Camaro has rims on it, so it looks like.
I didn't even see the rims on the Camaro. Oh my gosh! So we're really mobile today because we want to make sure. We sat in a restaurant, it was a little noisy. And I want
Sliders.
Okay.
Because that's the client. Really
listen, great interview. Thank you, Erica. You know what? We're trying. I'm telling you, we are trying.
We want to give away some barbecue.
Yeah, he wants to give away some barbecue.
So, first person to know what year we opened Park Avenue Barbecue in Lake Park is a $25 gift card.
Okay, so yeah, he talks real fast like he's did you do auction in your
No.
Oh.
No, I just get in trouble a lot.
You gotta talk fast so they didn't hear you. Okay, so the first person.
Party's that way.
Okay. Wow, don't make me cry here. Okay, listen, people, please, we're cutting in and cutting out. Google if you have to. Give us the year that Park Avenue opened up in Lake Park. Lake Park. He's giving away gift cards. He's giving away barbecue gift cards. So please, Google. We have about we'll probably push it for another 10.
I hired my brother. What
right.
I did, so these people stand tall, do a great job. You can't do it without great people. You just can't.
If you want a gift card, can you chime in? Let us know.
So first person. Now the second question, and this is for a $50 gift card.
Oh my, $50 gift card.
It says this on our menu. Total number of ribs we've sold, not racks. Total number of ribs we've sold in 30 years. Closer to that number.
$50 gift card.
I'm going to tell you in your ear.
Jesus. Mother's Day's coming up. You want your mama to have some good barbecue.
Who's the closest to that number wins. And then what year we opened in Park Avenue is another winner for a gift card.
Come on now. I know somebody needs a...
So I never saw the outside of my restaurant. I saw the dish room and the kitchen and the cash register.
Okay, wait a minute. Somebody said 1990.
Yes.
Who got it?
Oh, no.
Okay, one more guess.
Gotta keep going.
One more, yeah, I gotta keep going.
Before that.
It was before that, Charlotte. Way before that, Q. Way before that. It was in Lake Park. The year. This is for some barbecue now. No, we like barbecue. We like barbecue, so just Google. Hopefully,
right now, Charlotte's winning.
Charlotte, you're close, but yeah, we got to get the right year for the prize. And the other one was, if you look it's on the menu.
It's close. It was a couple years old on the number. It's on the menu. Tells you how many ribs we've sold. How
many ribs they've sold is on the menu, and that's for a $50 gift card. And let me tell you, the $2. Google away. $50 gift card, $25 gift card for the first person that has it. And I just want to thank you because you didn't have to do this. Like, really, you didn't. 1988.
We got a winner.
Woo! Okay, Q, you won the $25 gift card.
Everyone want to take a guess on the rib total?
The rib total for a $50 gift card.
That's individual bones of ribs we've sold in 30 years, all stores combined.
Wow. So, Q, I'll get your gift card. She works with me, so I'll see her. Cool. Other people have to probably come. Yeah. But this is so cool.
Here's another question.
Okay.
And that's another gift card.
Uh-oh.
So we're very proud to serve a little spicy pickle for free
pickle
when you come in.
Yeah, my husband loves those.
What's the name of those pickles at Park Avenue Barbecue?
What's the name of the pickles? Park Avenue Barbecue for another gift card. Y'all sleep
and they're
today.
delicious.
I'm about to Google. Let me get my phone and Google because 2 shows this week.
Hey.
Okay, 2 shows this week, and then I have. Well, I'm booked up to like May. So trust me, I definitely can.
Absolutely. Listen,
push the restaurant.
We'd love to help your show. Have a little prizes.
Yes.
And it's been lovely to be on with you.
You are a godsend. I'm telling you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kitty.
Thank you. So let me just say, we're gonna do the gift cards. I got you. I don't know if we have enough time before we exit out, but because I know he has to go, he has to handle. He has his customers in there. But any final words as far as like people who want to be successful in this business or any business, like any final tips?
So if you know what the thing you want to do is, if something just appeals to you, whether it was skateboards or being a chef, go work for even if you had to do it for free, inside of that organization. If you want to play pro,
something that they'll always remember you by. And I think that's like, to me, that's the American dream. I mean, I know it's hard. You probably have the fires out every day, but to wake up and say, I've done it. Like, I'm doing things that people dream to do. I remember I used to watch a lot of David Letterman. That's crazy.
At the end of David Letterman, the production company he owns is called Worldwide Pants.
Okay.
And at the end of Worldwide Pants, a little 5-year-old boy goes, I did that. We all got that little 5-year-old boy in us.
Right.
That goes, you know, I did that.
I did that.
I did that.
Well, you did it.
Right? So far, we're doing more.
So I want to be like you when I grow up.
Yeah. My daughter says, well, Daddy, when you grow out of that shirt, I want it.
Exactly.
I'm done growing, honey. A lot of families are like that. God
Oh my
bless,
gosh.
you know?
Yes.
So we got to lift each other up and give each other opportunity and break some bread together.
Well, it's 7:39, and I'm not going to hold him up any longer because, trust me, what he's given us is the blessing.